Charles, thank you for joining us in the Tejas booth. You just told me an interesting story off camera, is that your high fence project had started at your ranch. You haven't been there since.
Correct.
You're running elk, other exotic animals. Tell me what it was like when you first pulled up to your property when the project was nearly completed.
Well, I would say the project is probably about 95 complete, and I was just blown away by how it looked. I mean, it was more than I expected, and everything is tidy, everything is kept clean. It's just fantastic.
So what animals are you running on your property?
Whitetail, elk, and some fallow.
Oh, wow. Wow, awesome. So you mentioned also earlier about your predator wire and how impressed you were with that solution and how it's worked for you on your ranch. Explain the problems you were having before and how this solved one of your problems.
Well, the problems I was having before, number one, it was an old fence, and the hogs are just walking through it. And every time I go out there, we're just constantly repairing holes. And when we first got started on this, John was telling me about the predator wire, and I was a little bit reluctant about spending the extra money. But boy, I tell you what, I'm glad I did it.
It's put a stop.
It's going to put a stop to it. No one's going out and no one's coming in.
That's really like it. Talk about water gaps. You got several creeks running through your property,
We got a lot of water going through the property. Tons of water going through the property. And I was so impressed with the matting feature of how the water's going to flow, because I was just used to always seeing these metal gates and logs were stuck in them and debris stuck in them, and they were open. And with this system, I've never seen it before. It's going to work. It's going to work great.
Yeah. Well, last thing I wanted to ask you about was the quality. You know, once you go up to your gates and your fences and the stability and having a fence that will last and is a solution, could you just wrap up by telling us a little bit about the quality that Tejas has brought to your property, adding value?
The quality is just fantastic. I mean, I can't say enough good things about it. Just from every weld being painted, that fence is so straight, you're not going to believe it. And just the way that they had to, if they had to go around certain areas, I mean, it's just, the whole thing's perfect. I mean, I wouldn't use anybody else.
Great. Thank you, Charles. Thanks for visiting with us.